What's up, YouTube? Brian back. This is weekly comic call. Just it's all new, but new issues this week. I didn't buy any back issues because I'm having some car trouble, so I got to funnel money into that instead of my love, my hobby, my comic books. So, to start off with, I'm going to show you Valiant books this week, and the first one is Archer and Armstrong Zero. So, yeah, those badasses in the background, I have no idea what they're about to get into with this little tiny, not even a toddler, but somehow I'm sure he's going to pull their toes off and beat them with them. Yep, this is one I definitely want to read soon. And then I have the variant cover to that. And again, this is one of my favorite books by Valiant, or actually it's one of my favorite books by anybody right now. I like the dynamics between the characters. We're going to get into Shadow Man number 15. And again, really do enjoy Valiant books quite a bit. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this one yet. I haven't even flipped through it yet or read it, so we'll see. The next book that I've got is a Dark Horse book. It's I don't really read that many Dark Horse books. Normally they don't have a whole lot that catches my eye, but this one is called The Occultist, and it's issue number 5. I believe this is the second volume to this book. I don't have any experience with the other volume. I just picked this one up because I was in my comic shop on it wasn't Wednesday, it was just an off day of the week. I think I needed bags and boards, and I went in and I picked up the first couple issues of that just to check it out, and so far I'm kind of enjoying it. Now this next book is kind of goes in line with the Valiant books, but not exactly, because it's no longer, yeah, I just showed you, it's Turok. It's no longer a Valiant book, but I really, when I was, when the Valiant first started back in the day and they got a hold of Turok, and what they did with it, it was one of my favorite books at the time. I thought it was amazing. So I decided I'm going to pick this one up for a little bit and see how much I like it. And then I'm not sure if that was the pull box or if this is the pull box cover or variant cover, but I got them both just because I like both the covers, and we'll see. Oh man, now we're getting into, no, I'm going to skip that one. I'll show you that one in a minute. Okay, so far I don't really have I gotta get to it right away pile, because I've got a project due for school tomorrow, so I really got to put my big boy pants on and set these aside and save them until I'm done with my work. But this next book I've been reading since issue 1, and I've really been enjoying it. It's one of those books that's in the sci-fi genre, time travel kind of thing going on, and it's Trillium. I think this is issue 6. I really do like this book. The artwork, this is one of those books where, for me, the writing is what really holds my interest with this book. I mean, the artwork's not bad. I think it fits this book. But it's not something that I would want to see in, say, a superhero title. And one thing they've been doing with this book that's some people I'm sure don't like, but I'm finding interesting, is that the first issue you read, there were two parts of the story, because it's time travel. There's the past and there's the future. And when you read the book, the first half of the book was, it was kind of choose your own adventure, depending on which side of the book, which side of the book you read first, because they had a cover on both sides. And you open it up and you can read from the past to the point where the future storyline meets it, because they come to, there's two people, one's here, one's there, and you start out before they meet each other, and so as you read the book, they come together and meet. So it's kind of, like I said, kind of choose your own adventure, because if you start in the past, you're reading up to the point where they meet. If you start with the future, you start with that person in the future's story to the point where the two come together. And then every month after that, they do something different with the way you read the book. Like one issue, there were basically panels on top and panels on the bottom of the page. And I believe the panels on top were righted up. And so to read the bottom part, you actually had to flip the book over. So you'd read the book top all the way to the last page, flip it over, read the back from the back page to the front page. So, and this issue doesn't look like it's a whole lot different as far as how you. Actually, it does kind of look a little different. I know that's yeah. So just a little. Here's from the front of the book, and then I'll flip to the back and show you that how they do things. And that's wrong. Okay, so as you can see here, it's upside down, and so you've got to kind of figure out how to read each issue. I kind of enjoy it. I think it adds something new to comic books. And next up is another Vertigo book, and it's issue number 23 of Fairest. Yeah, so far I've read a couple of issues of this, and I'm enjoying it. I've never read any of the, it's my understanding that the characters here come from Fables. I've never read any Fables comics because I think by the time I noticed those on the on the shelves, they were probably up in the 30s or 40s, and so I didn't really. If I notice a book that is that far along, it usually takes quite a bit for me to pick it up and start reading it. So I've never picked those up. Now we're gonna stick with the Vertigo line, and this is one of my current. I've got to get to this book. I might just read this book tonight instead of doing my work right away. But it's Hinterkind, and it's issue. Let's see, it's issue number 5. Story is awesome. I really like the artwork in this. So yeah, I might break my little homework rule and just read this tonight. But this is definitely one of the cooler books. Now, of all the X titles out right now, this is probably my second favorite one because I've got to say that All New X-Men is my favorite one. But issue number 10 of X-Girls is what I'm going to call it, or X-Women, is also really cool. I've been enjoying this book. I'd say the first couple issues I was kind of, iffy on. Do I really need another X book? It weren't really bringing anything awesome to it. But this one, the current storyline with what's her face, Lady Deathstrike in the Sugar Skull Girl's body is really good. I really like it. I'm looking forward to reading this. And this next book is so it's another. The rest of these are Marvel books. So the whole Superior Spider-Man thing, I've actually first heard about it, didn't really like the idea, the concept. I thought it was going to be terrible, but I've really enjoyed it so far. And this next book that I've got for you is in that genre, and it's the Superior Foes of Spider-Man. And I've really been liking this book. I honestly think they could have just left the Superior off because it seems like the title's going to end. The Superior Spider-Man title's going to end. They could have just left this as the Foes of Spider-Man. I don't think they need to put the Superior, anything that has to do with Spider-Man lately. They've been throwing Superior on, and since it's ending, I think they're making a mistake by throwing Superior on everything because when Superior Spider-Man ends and they relaunch Amazing Spider-Man, like I've been hearing and seeing in previews. Are they going to change this to the Amazing Foes of Spider-Man? But I do like the storyline that's going in this one. I like the Beetle character. I think she's really cool. I think it's pretty. Her upbringing by the Tombstone was pretty awesome. And I'm gonna move on to this next book, and it's issue number 9. And this one is another one that surprised me how much I've enjoyed this book because I'm like really. damn it. Like, really, do they need another Avengers book? But Avengers AI, this is issue 9. I have really been enjoying this book. I like that they brought out, revealed that Hank is bipolar, so it gives you an excuse for why he's been, you know, so ups and downs in his career as an Avenger, and crazy acting at one moment and really awesome guy at other moments. So, and I like all the I really like Doombot. The Doombot is probably my favorite thing in the whole book. I think it's funny how somebody the comments that he makes, the things that he says to, or in reply to what other people say to him. Like, just if you've been reading the book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, his is just, I will destroy you, human, or Doombot doesn't, or Doombot is superior to you, or things like that. Just his the Doombot's comments are comical, and they made me laugh, and it's probably my favorite thing about that whole book. Now, continuing on, do we really need another Avengers book? I'm going to say with this one, yes. Yes, we do. Because I've really been enjoying the Mighty Avengers. And this is issue number 6. I really like Luke Cage. I never really paid attention to him very much in any other books. I never read any of the Luke Cage and or the Power Man and Iron Fist books, or Luke Cage, because I didn't have access to those when I was a kid. And his more recent stuff, I've read some stuff with him in it, but I really like him in this book. I think it's pretty cool what they're doing with him. I really like that they put a hurting on Doc Ock last issue, and I like Sam Wilson coming back into the fold here. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Next up in Do We Really Need Another One of These Books is number 1 of Wolverine. I like the cover. I like the artwork. I really don't understand why Wolverine has a gun. I don't think that the character needs one. It's kind of like, Batman with a gun. Batman doesn't use guns, but he has appeared with a gun a couple of times, and it's been against his character. And in this one, with Wolverine doesn't need a gun. He shouldn't have a gun. He's the best he is at what he does, and that's at slicing people up with his claws, not using a gun. So they could lose that. Other than that, I like the art on the cover. We'll see how much I like the inside and whether I'm going to keep this book going. I've got 3 more books. Oh, I lied to you. There's 1 more book in this pile that's not a Marvel book. My bad. Now I really enjoyed the first issue of this book, but this is All New Invaders, issue 2. The first issue was awesome. I really liked it, and I don't see any reason why I won't like this one. We'll see, though. Kind of looks, I know it's not, but just the pattern on, the belt pattern here slightly reminds me of Miracle Man, but I know it's not him, it's the Human Torch, and so really looking forward to this book. Now I've got issue 6 of Lazarus. I showed you guys that I picked up issue 1 through 5 from eBay a little while ago, a couple of videos ago. I haven't gotten into reading those books yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a lot lately, right? But anyways, it looks amazing. I'm hoping that it really is. So I have 1 more new book that I picked up this week, and this is how I've been picking a new cover, my favorite cover of the week. There's no deliberation on this at all. As soon as I saw this cover on the stand or on the shelves, I was like, ooh, I gotta have that. And the thing was, it was only one of them because it's a variant. It was a little pricey, but I spend so much money at my local comic shop that it's the point where I'm like, hey, can you do me a deal on this one? And he usually is like, yeah, sure. So I usually don't ask for the deals because I usually get the variants that I usually get are probably the Scotty Young Baby Avengers books that I really like, and occasionally I'll pick up something else that piques my interest that I think is better than the regular cover. That's the thing for me, is I don't like to pick up variants just because of variants, with the exception of the Valiant books, because I just really like all of the Valiant book covers. But with most other comics, there are variant covers that I just personally don't see any need for, that I don't like, for whatever reason. I don't think that they're enhancing the cover, or I don't think that they're enhancing the book at all. Um, like I understand there's just Lego movie coming out, but those variant covers of Marvel books with Legos on them, I just didn't like. That's just my personal thing. I just didn't like them. The Deadpool on everything now. Like I like Deadpool, but I don't. They throw him on covers that he has nothing to do with, or no reason to be on there other than he's Deadpool. So, anyways, I'm going to show you this book, and it's my favorite cover of the week, and it's Miss Marvel #1. And for those of you in the know, you will recognize this artist right away. He is, without a doubt, one of my favorite artists ever, and he probably will be for as long as I live. So it's, there it is, Art Adams. Man, I mean, look, I just can't say how awesome this book is, or this cover is. I'm definitely going to read the book. I may even continue with the issue or the title, but yeah, that's the whole reason Art Adams' work is the only reason I bought this. It's just amazing. Oh, well, I just remembered I did get some books in from eBay. I'll show you. But yeah, I ordered these before the car problems arose last week, so I'll show them real quick. Now, I did do a little bit of complaining about a couple of videos ago about something that I saw in an Avengers comic that I thought was totally inappropriate for, not inappropriate for a comic book, but inappropriate for a superhero Avengers, a comic book that's, kids are gonna read. So this next book, or these next couple of comics, you may think, well, if he didn't like that, then why is he like these? And I'll tell you why I like these, because these are not for children. They're not for little kids. These are for mature readers. And I only got them because I've been hearing so much on YouTube from you guys about how much you people like these books and how funny they are. So I got on eBay and I picked up the first 3 issues of Sex Criminals, and they're all first printings, and they all came in really good condition, with the exception of there's one little problem here on issue number 3. Otherwise, they are all 3 of them are like near mint as you can get. There's a little nick at the bottom of the cover down here. Now it looks like it caught on something, but so yeah, that's my hypocrite speech for the day. Is sex in Avengers comic, blatant, Ant-Man size oral sex in Avengers is wrong, and people running around stopping time by having sex is awesome, because guess what? Kids books, grown-up books. It's all where you put it. I think I'm done for now for my rant, but yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, correct me in my comments if I misspoke on anything. That's appreciated. I have no problem with criticism like that. Just don't be a D-bag. Have a nice day.